Believe it or not, GPS darts are saving lives. The Star Chase system is revolutionizing how law enforcement tracks fleeing vehicles. Introduced in Texas in 2020, this innovative system uses GPS-enabled darts that can be launched at a suspect's vehicle during a crime. Once attached, these darts allow police officers to monitor the vehicle's location in real time without the need for dangerous high-speed car chases. This technology has proven to be a game changer, leading to an astonishing 80% reduction in risky police pursuits. By reducing the chances of accidents and injuries caused by traditional chases, law enforcement can focus on maintaining community safety while capturing suspects. Imagine police officers calmly tracking a suspect from a distance instead of engaging in high-stakes, adrenaline-pumping chases that put everyone at risk. The Star Chase system not only makes roads safer, but also allows officers to prioritize safety over urgency. This blend of technology and strategy is a significant step forward in modern policing. So, who knows what other creative solutions our cities will develop next? Guess what really drives your brain crazy? Recent studies indicate that microplastics, tiny plastic particles commonly found in our food and water, can cross the blood-brain barrier. This is concerning because when these minuscule pieces of plastic get into our bloodstream, they might cause all sorts of health issues, including inflammation and disruptions in normal brain function. Imagine eating a delicious meal or sipping on clean water, only to discover that invisible microplastics are hitching a ride along with your nutrients. Research is still ongoing, but the fact that these particles can reach such a vital part of our body raises alarm bells for scientists and health experts alike. As we continue to learn more about the effects of microplastics on our brain, it's a good reminder for everyone to stay informed about what we consume and how it could impact our health in unexpected ways. Will we find ways to keep our brains safe in a plastic-filled world? Here's a wild fact about humpback whales. Since being listed as endangered in 1966, the population of these magnificent creatures has skyrocketed from around 5,000 to possibly as many as 100,000 today. This remarkable recovery can be traced back to conservation efforts that included hunting restrictions and protected breeding grounds. Humpback whales are known for their stunning acrobatics, often breaching the water and slapping the surface with their fins. With a diet primarily consisting of small fish and krill, they rely on healthy oceans to thrive. Their melodious songs can travel great distances underwater, making them a fascinating subject for researchers. The surge in their numbers not only highlights the power of conservation, but also serves as a reminder of the importance of protecting marine ecosystems. What can we do next to help other endangered species? Ever thought about a zombie apocalypse preparation guide? The CDC may surprise you with its informative section dedicated to preparing for a zombie apocalypse. This fascinating feature isn't just about zombies. It highlights the agency's important emphasis on public readiness for all kinds of emergencies. By using the unlikely scenario of a zombie outbreak, the CDC engages people in a fun way to share vital safety tips. From creating emergency kits to developing family communication plans, this guide covers essentials that anyone can apply during various crises, whether it's a natural disaster or a public health emergency. The idea is to get people thinking and talking about preparedness seriously. So next time you think about surviving a zombie apocalypse, remember that the real goal is to stay ready for any unexpected event. Why not check it out and see how you can be prepared? Here's a wild fact about the Black Knight satellite. This intriguing object is believed by some to be an alien satellite that's been orbiting Earth for an astounding 13,000 years. Enthusiasts and conspiracy theorists think it might be monitoring us from above, sparking imaginations and debates. Although skeptics claim it's just space debris, the mystery surrounding its origin keeps the theories buzzing. Photographs and stories of the Black Knight have circulated for decades, drawing attention from those fascinated by UFOs and space mysteries alike. Some even link its sightings to ancient cultures, suggesting they may have known about it long before modern technology. What makes this satellite so captivating is the ghost of uncertainty. Without a concrete explanation, it lives on as a tantalizing puzzle in our skies. So could there truly be ancient visitors keeping an eye on humanity? This might surprise you. Marie Tussauds' narrow escape. During the tumultuous French Revolution, Tussaud, famous for her incredible wax figures, avoided execution thanks to her connections with French nobility. Imagine being surrounded by chaos, with your life hanging by a thread, yet having the skills to immortalize history through art. After the dust settled, she crafted wax casts of key figures, including Louis XV and Marie Antoinette, preserving their likenesses for posterity. Her background with the elite not only shielded her from danger, but also allowed her to bring significant historical moments to life in a unique way. Tussauds' incredible talent and bravery paved the path for her legendary museum, where visitors today can marvel at strikingly realistic figures. Wouldn't you want to see these lifelike representations of history's most fascinating characters? Why exactly does the human eye see 10 million colors? This incredible ability comes from millions of tiny cells in our eyes called cone cells, which are sensitive to red, green, and blue light. When light hits these cone cells, they send signals to our brain where all the magic happens. The brain interprets these signals and allows us to experience a vibrant array of colors. Imagine a sunset with shades of orange, pink, and purple. It's all thanks to this amazing process. However, there are creatures like the mantis shrimp that have even more complex vision. They have up to 16 types of color receptors, enabling them to detect colors beyond our wildest dreams, such as ultraviolet light. While humans can enjoy a colorful world, the mantis shrimp's perspective is like viewing an entirely different spectrum. This difference highlights how diverse life can be and how evolution shapes perception in unique ways. Isn't it fascinating how our eyes allow us to see so many colors, yet still leave some mysteries unsolved? Did you know about Nikola Tesla's groundbreaking inventions? Tesla, an extraordinary electrical engineer, dedicated his life to advancing technology, particularly through the development of generators and electric engines. His innovative ideas opened doors to countless possibilities in the world of electricity. For instance, Tesla's work demonstrated how electrical energy can be transformed into mechanical energy, which is essential for powering everything from household appliances to industrial machines. Imagine a world without his contributions, where electric motors and devices we rely on today might never have existed. His inventions laid the foundation for modern alternating current systems, making electricity more accessible and efficient. Not only did he inspire future generations of engineers and scientists, but his visionary concepts still fuel technological advancements today. Can you imagine what the world would look like without Tesla's genius? Is it really true that the manchineel tree is deadly? This tree, often referred to as the tree of death, is notorious for its extreme toxicity. Native to tropical regions, the manchineel tree's sap can cause severe skin burns if it comes into contact with your skin. Its small green fruit, which may look innocent, is highly poisonous and can be fatal if ingested. Even more alarming, burning the tree's wood releases toxic fumes that can lead to temporary blindness. These dangers highlight the importance of being aware of nature's hidden threats. In fact, many visitors to tropical areas are unaware of the manchineel tree's risks, making it essential to educate ourselves. By staying informed, we can appreciate the beauty of these environments while respecting their potential dangers. Next time you're exploring a tropical forest, remember to look out for this deceptive tree. It serves as a powerful reminder of nature's ability to surprise and challenge us. So, have you encountered any dangerous plants on your adventures? You might be shocked to learn that no news exists. On April 18, 1930, an extraordinary event unfolded in broadcasting history when the BBC News Radio made an unprecedented announcement. There was no news to report that day. While we often take daily news updates for granted, this peculiar moment highlighted a quieter reality. Instead of their usual broadcasts filled with stories, updates, and events, the BBC simply announced, "Good evening. Today we have no news." This fascinating occurrence serves as a reminder of how news and events can ebb and flow, sometimes leading to surprising silence. At a time when the world was buzzing with change, including the rise of political movements and technological advancements, this unusual broadcast makes us ponder. What would a day without news feel like in our fast-paced world today? Would we be more in tune with ourselves, or would we feel a sense of loss without our daily headlines? Dive into the world's largest hotel ball pit. Located in the Shangri-La Hotel in China, this extraordinary play space measures an impressive 82 by 41 feet and is filled with over 1 million colorful balls. Imagine stepping into a corporate lobby that feels more like a giant playground. Children and adults alike can enjoy the unique experience of bouncing around in this massive pit that invites laughter and fun, breaking away from the typical formal atmosphere of a hotel lobby. Not only is it a fantastic way to relieve stress, but it's also an innovative approach to creating a memorable guest experience. Whether you're traveling for business or leisure, it's a delightful surprise that brings joy and a sense of childlike wonder. So who wouldn't want to take a playful leap into a sea of balls right in the heart of a luxurious hotel? Hard to believe, but she was a boat person. Tui Trang, known for her role as the original Yellow Power Ranger, has a remarkable story that goes beyond her acting career. After the fall of Saigon in 1975, she and her family were among the Vietnamese boat people who sought refuge from the war and its aftermath. They embarked on a perilous journey across the South China Sea in flimsy boats, facing dangers such as rough waters and the threat of pirates. Despite these challenges, Tui's family persevered and eventually reached safety. Growing up in America, Tui pursued her acting dreams, landing a role in the groundbreaking children's show, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Her journey from a refugee fleeing a war-torn country to becoming a beloved television star serves as an inspiring testament to resilience and the pursuit of dreams. Most people don't know this, but we walk a lot. On average, a person walks about 185,000 kilometers in their lifetime, which is akin to circling the Earth at the equator about 5 times. This staggering distance highlights the incredible journeys we embark on daily, whether it's strolling to work, playing with pets, or simply exploring local parks. Each step we take contributes not only to our physical health, but also allows us to connect with our environment and engage in creative thinking. Consider those childhood walks to school or the leisurely evening strolls that help us unwind after a busy day. These moments become part of a larger narrative shaped by our every footfall. Walking serves as a form of exercise, offering opportunities to reflect and clear our minds of clutter. Moreover, our feet and legs are marvels of nature, engineered for movement and stability across various terrains and environments. The next time you lace up your shoes to head out, remember the epic journey you're embarking on and cherish the countless stories waiting to unfold with each and every step. Guess what really drives Norway's incredible tunnel experience? The Lærdal Tunnel, stretching an astonishing 15 miles, isn't just a road. It's a journey through light and sound designed to enhance your drive. This unique tunnel, famous for its alternating blue lighting, mimics the beauty of a sunrise, providing drivers with a striking visual experience. Imagine cruising through a dark tunnel that gradually lights up in soothing blue hues, making you feel as if you're witnessing dawn, even when it's deep underground. This creative approach aims to reduce the feeling of fatigue during long drives, transforming what could be a monotonous journey into something memorable. Additionally, the tunnel features scenic rest areas with artistic designs that celebrate the Norwegian landscape, offering drivers a chance to pause and take in the beauty of the surroundings. How cool is it to drive through a tunnel that feels alive and connects you to nature? Ever thought about why our stomachs are so resilient? The human stomach is a fascinating organ that manages to balance toughness and delicacy every day. Inside, it regularly encounters hydrochloric acid, a powerful substance capable of dissolving metal. To protect itself from this harsh environment, the stomach produces a special mucus layer that coats its lining, acting as a shield against self-digestion. This layer is crucial because, without it, the acid could cause serious damage like ulcers. Additionally, the cells that line the stomach aren't permanent. They get replaced every 3 to 5 days. This rapid turnover helps keep the stomach safe and functional, ensuring that it continues to break down our food effectively. The combination of protective mucus and quick cell renewal allows our stomachs to do their important job without harm, showing just how remarkable the human body really is. So the next time you enjoy a delicious meal, remember the amazing work your stomach is doing to keep everything running smoothly. You might be shocked to learn that siblings can differ in ancestry. This fascinating phenomenon stems from genetic recombination. Even though siblings share the same parents, the way their DNA is shuffled during the formation of eggs and sperm leads to variations in their genetic makeup. For instance, imagine one sibling being identified as 30% Irish, while another is 50% Irish. How is that possible? Well, during reproduction, genetic material is combined differently for each child, which means they inherit varied segments of their parents' DNA. This means even closely related individuals can have distinct genetic lineages. So while you might grow up in the same household and share many traits, your ancestry results can surprise you. It's a reminder of how unique each person's genetic story can be and showcases the incredible complexity of human genetics. Can you believe the Korowai tribe lives in tree houses? These remarkable homes, built high in the trees of Papua, reflect the incredible lifestyle of the Korowai people. Constructed from natural materials like wood, bamboo, and bark, these tree houses can accommodate as many as 15 people at a time, showcasing their communal way of living. What makes these homes truly fascinating is the unique ladder made from jagged tree trunks, ingeniously designed for climbing up to their elevated dwellings. The Korowai have adapted to their forest environment in ways that highlight not just ingenuity, but also harmony with nature. Living above ground provides safety from predators and flooding, while the abundance of resources from the forest supports their daily life. Their construction techniques and materials are sustainable, showing a deep respect for their surroundings. Imagine looking out from a treehouse, surrounded by the lush greenery and the sounds of nature. It's a way of living that feels like stepping into a different world. What do you think it's like to call a tree your home? Why did England skip 11 days in 1752? This surprising event happened when the British government decided to adopt the Gregorian calendar, which was already in use by most of Europe. Before this change, England followed the Julian calendar, which was out of sync with the seasons. To correct this, they needed to eliminate the discrepancy by skipping 11 days. As a result, September 3rd, 1752 was followed directly by September 14th, leaving many people bewildered. Some even thought it was a government conspiracy to cheat them out of days or wages. To ease concerns, the government reassured its citizens that they would still receive their pay as usual. Despite this promise, the abrupt shift led to confusion and protests, with some people claiming they had lost 11 days of their lives. Today, this historical moment reminds us how significant a simple calendar change can be and how it still affects us. Ever wondered about ancient Mesopotamian recipes? Clay tablets from this fascinating civilization, dating back over 4,000 years, reveal some of the earliest recorded recipes in history. These ancient cookbooks, etched in cuneiform, showcase the culinary creativity of the time with dishes like stews, pies, and broths. However, the instructions are often minimal, leaving much to the imagination. In a modern twist, researchers at Yale took on the challenge of recreating these culinary artifacts, leading to mixed results that highlight the complexity of ancient cooking practices. This exploration not only sheds light on the food culture of early societies, but also shows that the love for thoughtful cuisine has roots that stretch deep into history. Each dish carries stories of daily life, ingredients available, and the art of preparing meals, reminding us that food has always been a vital part of human connection. Did you know whale sharks are gigantic? These gentle giants of the ocean can reach lengths of up to 40 feet or more, making them the largest fish in the sea. Imagine a creature so enormous that a small child could easily swim through its mouth. Despite their size, whale sharks are harmless and are known for their slow, graceful movements as they filter feed on plankton, small fish, and other tiny organisms. They often swim near the surface, allowing snorkelers and divers the chance to encounter them in their natural habitat. Their distinctive patterns of spots and stripes make each whale shark unique, almost like a fingerprint. Sadly, these majestic animals face threats from fishing and habitat loss. Conservation efforts are underway to protect them and their ecosystems. Whale sharks are not just fascinating due to their size, They are also an essential part of marine biodiversity. So next time you think of sharks, remember this. One of the ocean's biggest wonders is also one of its most gentle. What do you think of these enormous fish? Did you know Indonesia has over 17,000 islands? This remarkable archipelago stretches across Southeast Asia and Oceania, showcasing an incredible variety of landscapes and cultures. With such a staggering number of islands, each one has its own unique charm and ecosystem. From the bustling beaches of Bali to the lush jungles of Sumatra, Indonesia is home to breathtaking natural beauty and biodiversity. The islands are populated by over 270 million people, representing hundreds of ethnic groups and languages, making it one of the most culturally rich countries in the world. Exploring these islands means experiencing bustling cities, serene villages, active volcanoes, and pristine rainforests. Whether you're looking for adventure, relaxation, or an immersion in diverse traditions, Indonesia has something special for everyone. How many islands will you explore on your next adventure? Why does Quito stand out as the highest capital? Nestled high in the Andes Mountains, Quito is the highest constitutional capital in the world, sitting at a remarkable altitude of 9,350 feet. This unique position gives the city a stunning backdrop of towering peaks and breathtaking views. Although Guayaquil may be bustling with more residents, Quito shines as Ecuador's political and cultural heart. This vibrant city is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, boasting beautiful colonial architecture, vibrant markets, and rich history. Visitors can wander through its well-preserved old town, explore fascinating museums, and savor local cuisine. The altitude can take some getting used to, but the energy and charm of Quito make it well worth the visit. So whether you're interested in experiencing its rich culture or simply awed by its natural beauty, Quito truly has something for everyone. Believe it or not, octopuses have 6 arms and 2 legs. These incredible creatures boast a unique body structure, using their 2 lower tentacles primarily for walking, while the top 6 arms are skilled at manipulating objects and navigating their tricky underwater environments. Imagine them scuttling along the ocean floor, expertly gripping rocks and shells to explore their surroundings. What's even more fascinating is that octopuses lack a dominant side, which means they don't favor one arm over the other like humans do with their hands. This ambidextrous nature allows them to multitask with remarkable ease. They can use all their arms simultaneously, perhaps opening a shell with one while feeling around for food with another. As intelligent beings, they are known for their problem-solving skills and can even escape from tight situations, showcasing their dexterity and cleverness. So the next time you think about the elegant octopus, remember that these unusual animals are truly marvels of adaptation in the underwater world. Guess what really drives the Scots language? The Scots language, distinct from both Scottish Gaelic and English, boasts a fascinating linguistic heritage shaped by Old English, Old Norse, and Norman French. These diverse influences weave together a rich tapestry of vocabulary, especially in nature-related words. For instance, Scots has a variety of terms for snow, reflecting the importance of the environment in Scottish culture. This unique vocabulary hasn't just survived. It has been lovingly passed down through generations, ensuring a deep connection with Scotland's landscape and traditions. Many Scots still use these specific words in their daily lives, showcasing a living link to their ancestors and the natural world around them. So next time you hear a Scots speaker, remember they are not just communicating, they're sharing a vibrant piece of history and a love for their surroundings. Did you know that stress weakens your immune system? Stress is more than just a feeling. It can actively reduce the number of white blood cells in your body. These crucial fighters help keep you healthy by attacking infections and diseases. When you're experiencing high stress, your body shifts its resources, diverting energy away from immune function. As a result, you might find yourself getting sick more often, whether it's a common cold or something more serious. This connection shows just how important it is to manage stress for maintaining good health. Techniques like deep breathing, meditation, or simply taking time to relax can make a big difference. So the next time you're feeling overwhelmed, remember that taking care of your mental well-being can lead to a stronger body. What strategies will you try to manage your stress? Guess what really drives El Salvador's thrilling festival? The Battle of the Fireballs, celebrated every August 24th in Nejapa, lights up the night in honor of Saint Bartholomew. This extraordinary festival features participants hurling rags soaked in petroleum, set ablaze, creating a breathtaking display of fire soaring through the sky. Imagine the adrenaline rush as people throw these fiery projectiles, all while demonstrating deep religious devotion. The festival's roots date back to the colonial era, celebrating the town's patron saint with both excitement and reverence. As the flames flicker and dance, the community comes alive, drawing onlookers from all over to witness this vibrant spectacle. It's not just about the fiery fun, it's a powerful blend of cultural heritage and communal spirit, making the Battle of the Fireballs an unforgettable highlight on El Salvador's festival calendar. Are you ready to join the celebration next August? Did you know James Hoban designed the White House? This incredible landmark, the residence of U.S. presidents, has a rich history that many people might not realize involves an Irish immigrant. James Hoban arrived in America during the late 18th century, bringing with him a strong architectural background. When the United States government sought an architect to create an official residence, Hoban submitted his design, which skillfully blended neoclassical elements with functionality. His vision won him the commission, and construction of the White House began in 1792. Despite the challenges of building amid political tension and limited resources, Hoban persevered, and the White House was completed in 1800. Unfortunately, many still credit American architects only for its design. This oversight overlooks Hoban's significant contribution to one of the most iconic buildings in the world. His legacy reminds us of the diverse influences that shape national landmarks, celebrating the blend of cultures that define America's rich history. Isn't it fascinating to think about the stories behind such well-known places? Believe it or not, running is good for your knees. Many people think that running might harm their knees, but research shows a different picture. In fact, regular running can actually strengthen the muscles and tissues around your joints. This strengthening can help reduce the risk of arthritis as you age. When you run, your body gets better at adapting to impact, which is a natural process. However, the key to protecting your knees is to wear proper footwear and use the right technique. Choosing shoes that provide good support can make a huge difference. Plus, maintaining a proper running form helps to evenly distribute stress across your joints. So if you love to run, don't hold back. Instead of worrying about wear and tear, lace up those running shoes and hit the pavement with confidence. Your knees might just thank you for it later. Prepare to be amazed by Hyundai's iconic logo. This symbol is more than just a pretty design. It carries deep meaning. The oval shape suggests Hyundai's global expansion, showing how the company aims to reach customers around the world. But that's not all. The stylized letter H, leaning to the right, signifies Hyundai's vision for innovation and forward movement. It reflects the company's dynamic spirit as it continues to embrace new technology. If you look closely, you'll also notice that the logo resembles two figures shaking hands, emphasizing Hyundai's dedication to customer service and teamwork. This idea of cooperation reflects how they want to build strong relationships with customers and ensure satisfaction. The logo encapsulates the essence of Hyundai's mission to bridge gaps and foster connections in the automotive world. So next time you see that logo, remember it's not just a brand, it's a symbol of partnership and progress. Guess what really drives Australia's straight roads? Australia boasts some of the longest and straightest roads on the planet, stretching through vast deserts and open landscapes. To combat driver fatigue during these long stretches, creative road signs offer a fun twist. They pose trivia questions. Imagine cruising along the highway when suddenly you see a sign asking, "What is the only bird that can't fly?" After a few miles, the answer appears, keeping your mind sharp and engaged. These clever signs add a sprinkle of excitement to an otherwise monotonous journey. It's not just about getting from point A to point B, it's about making the experience enjoyable. So whether you're driving through the Nullarbor Plain or the Outback, these trivia signs transform long drives into a playful adventure, reminding us that the journey can be just as rewarding as the destination. Guess what really drives opossum motherhood? The female opossum has a fascinating feature that sets her apart from many mammals. She possesses 13 nipples. This unique trait is not just for show, it plays a vital role in nurturing her young. After giving birth to a litter, which can vary in size, the tiny opossums climb onto their mother's back and find their way to her teats. With 13 nipples available, there's plenty of room for these little ones to latch on and get the nourishment they need to grow strong. This unusual number of nipples ensures that even if some of her babies are weaker, they still have a chance to survive. The fact that a female opossum can raise such a large number of offspring highlights how nature equips animals with specific adaptations for their survival. Isn't it amazing how different species have developed unique solutions to parenting? Let's uncover the truth about Pinocchio's name. The name Pinocchio has a delightful origin rooted in the Tuscan dialect of Italy. It comes from the word pino, which means pine tree, reflecting a deep connection to nature. The addition of the diminutive suffix aqueo transforms it into little pine. This makes sense as the beloved character created by Carlo Collodi is famously carved from wood, embodying the spirit of a tree. Imagine a world where a simple name holds the essence of childhood and adventure. Pinocchio, with his iconic long nose and whimsical escapades, symbolizes growth and transformation, much like a young tree reaching for the sky. His journey from a wooden puppet to a real boy resonates with the timeless values of honesty and bravery. Isn't it fascinating how a name can tell such a rich story? Discover the hidden power of Brazil nuts. Brazil nuts are not just delicious, they pack an incredible nutritional punch, especially when it comes to selenium. In fact, one single Brazil nut provides more selenium than the recommended daily allowance of 55 micrograms for adults. This essential mineral plays a crucial role in supporting our immune system, protecting our cells from damage, and promoting healthy thyroid function. However, while these nuts are beneficial in moderation, they can also lead to a condition called selenosis if eaten in excess. Symptoms of selenosis include hair loss, brittle nails, and even stomach problems. So while it's tempting to munch on handfuls of these nutrient-rich nuts, remember that balance is key. Enjoy Brazil nuts as an occasional treat and let their selenium benefit your health without the risks. Have you tried adding Brazil nuts to your diet? What if I told you about Bali's amazing monkey haven? The Ubud monkey forest in Bali is not just a playground for over 600 long-tailed macaques, but also a spiritual sanctuary that blends nature and culture. These lively monkeys, native to Southeast Asia, thrive in a lush, green environment filled with ancient trees and vibrant vegetation. The forest serves as a safe haven where visitors can observe the monkeys interacting freely. But it's more than just a wildlife reserve. The forest is home to 3 sacred temples that embody the rich traditions of Balinese Hinduism. Here, the monkeys are believed to protect the temples, making them an integral part of the local spiritual landscape. Tourists flock to the monkey forest to learn about this unique ecosystem while soaking in the beautiful architecture and breathtaking scenery. Isn't it amazing how wildlife and culture can harmoniously coexist? What if I told you goldfish can live for decades? The oldest known goldfish, named Tish, holds an impressive record, living up to 43 years. Tish belonged to the Hand family in Great Britain, who cared for their finned friend until his passing in 1999. This extraordinary lifespan earned Tish a spot in the Guinness World Records as the longest living goldfish ever documented. Most pet goldfish only live for about 10 to 15 years, so Tish's remarkable longevity is truly something to marvel at. Proper care in a suitable environment can greatly influence a goldfish's life expectancy, including factors like tank size, water quality, and diet. Tish's story reminds us that with the right conditions and care, even small pets can surprise us with their lifespans. Who knew a humble goldfish could make history like this? Here's a wild fact about jousting. In the medieval world, jousting was one of the most thrilling yet perilous sports around. Imagine knights clad in heavy armor charging at each other on horseback, wielding long lances aimed to knock their opponent off their steed. The excitement was palpable, but the danger was real. These fierce collisions often resulted in serious injuries, like broken bones, concussions, or worse. Sometimes knights even faced death on the tournament fields. Despite these risks, jousting captivated audiences and showcased a knight's skill and bravery. Engaging in this sport was not just about strength, it involved strategy, precision, and a touch of theatrical flair for the cheering crowds. So next time you think of medieval times, remember that jousting was as much about glory as it was about survival. Isn't that a fascinating glimpse into history? Amazingly, this sheep produced 92.6 pounds of wool. Chris, a sheep from Australia, became a sensation when his incredible wool harvest caught everyone's eye. After years without a trim, Chris's fur grew into an astonishing mass, weighing nearly 93 pounds. This extraordinary transformation wasn't just about looks. It involved a careful procedure performed under anesthesia to ensure Chris's safety and comfort. The event highlighted how animals can be affected by neglect, as many sheep need regular shearing to stay healthy and comfortable. Once Chris was shorn, he not only looked different, but also seemed more lively and energetic. Animal welfare advocates even pointed out that Chris's story raises awareness about the importance of proper care for sheep. So what can we learn from Chris's fluffy adventure? His tale emphasizes the need for attention to our animal friends and shows just how remarkable they can be when given a little help. Is it really true that estrogen sharpens your sense of smell? Research shows that estrogen plays a significant role in enhancing the sense of smell, making women more sensitive to odors than men. This hormone affects how olfactory receptors function in the brain, leading to improved scent detection. Interestingly, during pregnancy, the influence of estrogen becomes even more pronounced, which might explain why many expectant mothers report heightened sensitivity to various scents. This change can affect how they perceive everything from their favorite foods to everyday smells, sometimes leading to strong cravings or aversions. The fascinating connection between hormones and our senses highlights just how complex and dynamic our bodies are. So the next time you notice a subtle fragrance that someone else misses, remember that estrogen might be enhancing your olfactory experience. Discover the ancient value of saffron spice. In times long ago, saffron was not just a simple spice, but a treasure that kings and rulers fiercely protected. This golden thread was so rare and valuable that some leaders even made laws to stop its export, fearing it would lead to spice famines. The desire for saffron drove traders to great lengths. They would often hide it in their clothing while sneaking it past guards. Imagine the thrill of secretly carrying such a prized commodity. As saffron made its way through treacherous routes, conflicts were common whenever shipments went missing, an event that sparked disputes and sometimes even war. With its vivid color and unique flavor, saffron was used in cooking, medicine, and even in rituals. This fascinating history highlights not only the spice's worth, but also how it shaped trade and relationships in ancient societies. Did you know Scuti could swallow our solar system? This colossal star is famous for being the largest known star in the universe, and its immense size is truly mind-boggling. If Scuti were placed in our solar system, it would stretch out far enough to engulf Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, and even Jupiter. Imagine that. Our home planet would be hidden within the giant glowing mass of Scuti, lost in its brilliance. To give you an idea of its size, Scuti has a radius over 100 times that of the Sun, meaning it's about 7 billion kilometers wide. This staggering measurement means that light from Scuti takes a whopping 7 hours to travel from one side to the other. Stars like Scuti are not just fascinating for their size, they also help astronomers understand the life cycles of stars. These colossal giants burn through their fuel quickly before exploding as supernovae, leaving behind beautiful nebulae. Isn't it incredible to think about the vastness of our universe and how tiny we really are? Ever thought about why rubber bands wear out so fast? Well, here's a trick. If you store them in the refrigerator, you can actually prolong their life. Rubber bands are made from natural rubber, which can degrade over time due to heat and humidity. When you keep them in a cooler environment, like your fridge, the process of deterioration slows down significantly. This happens because lower temperatures reduce the activity of the molecules in the rubber, making them less likely to break down. Plus, this simple science hack can save you money, as you won't need to replace those stretchy helpers as often. So next time you're ready to toss old, worn-out rubber bands, think twice. Just pop them in the fridge instead and give them a longer lifespan. Who knew a little chill could make such a difference? Why exactly does your kidney weigh only 5 ounces? This small but mighty organ, about the size of a fist, plays a crucial role in your everyday health. Each adult human kidney weighs around 5 ounces, yet it filters an impressive 50 gallons of blood daily. Think about that. The very organ that fits snugly in your hand is working tirelessly to remove toxins from your blood and balance your body's fluids. It does this to ensure that all your bodily systems function smoothly. Despite their compact size, kidneys are essential for regulating blood pressure and producing red blood cells. If they don't operate effectively, it can lead to severe health issues. The next time you clench your fist, remember that your kidneys are doing an extraordinary job behind the scenes, ensuring your body stays healthy and in balance. So how do these little organs manage such a significant task with just a few ounces? Their complex structure, involving thousands of tiny filtering units called nephrons, allows them to perform this essential function efficiently. Did you know chocolate is dangerous for pets? Many pet owners might not realize that chocolate, especially cocoa beans, can be toxic to our furry friends like dogs and cats, as well as to birds. The culprit behind this is a compound called theobromine. While we enjoy chocolate for its delightful taste, pets metabolize theobromine much more slowly, leading to potential poisoning. This substance can cause various health issues, including vomiting, increased heart rate, and even seizures in severe cases. Unlike cyanide, which is famously toxic, the effects of theobromine can sneak up on you, making it crucial to keep chocolate securely stored away from animals. So next time you indulge in a chocolate treat, remember to share the joy with your pets by choosing safe snacks designed just for them. What other surprising foods should you keep away from your pets? Believe it or not, Snape's secret was revealed early. J.K. Rowling, the brilliant mind behind the Harry Potter series, chose to share the surprising end of Severus Snape's story with Alan Rickman before he even stepped in front of the camera. This thoughtful decision was made so that Rickman could fully grasp his character's depth and motivations throughout the series. Knowing Snape's final secrets allowed Rickman to embody the role with layers and complexities that truly brought him to life. However, Rowling's revelation created some tension on set, as it meant Rickman had information about Snape that the directors were unaware of. This unique situation highlighted how essential it is for actors to connect with their characters on a deeper level, sometimes needing insider knowledge to create iconic performances. Can you imagine how different the films would have felt if Rickman hadn't known Snape's true story? Discover the hidden treasures of Pat Tillman's legacy. Pat Tillman, a former NFL player, made a life-altering choice when he left behind his football career to serve in the U.S. Army after the tragic events of 9/11. His story is not just one of bravery, but also of profound sacrifice, showing how sports and patriotism can intertwine. Once his remains are recovered, researchers believe they could uncover not only historical insights about his life, but also financial insights regarding military service and veteran affairs. These findings could shed light on the sacrifices made by countless individuals like Tillman, raising awareness about the true costs of war, both on the battlefield and at home. Who knows what unexpected stories and riches could emerge from his journey? Tillman's legacy continues to inspire many, reminding us of the personal stories behind historical events. Discover the shocking size of Bingham Canyon Mine. This massive excavation site in Utah is not just big, it's a jaw-dropping marvel of engineering and nature. Stretching over 1 kilometer deep and 4 kilometers wide, Bingham Canyon is the largest open-pit copper mine in the world. When you look at it, you might think a giant spoon has scooped a giant chunk out of the earth. This impressive size allows mining companies to extract copper, gold, and other precious metals, providing vital resources for everyday products, from electrical wiring to electronics. The mine is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and plays a significant role in Utah's economy, employing thousands of workers. However, Creating such a vast excavation also raises questions about environmental impacts and sustainability. How do we balance resource extraction with preserving our planet's beauty? Did you know that some leaders shape history more than teachers? While teaching plays a vital role in personal and societal development, influential figures like Mahatma Gandhi and Martin Luther King Jr. show us that leadership often leaves a profound impact on history. These individuals didn't just educate, they inspired change and ignited movements through their powerful words and actions. For instance, Gandhi's philosophy of nonviolence reshaped the struggle for independence in India, demonstrating that a single voice can resonate across generations. Similarly, King's speeches rallied millions for civil rights in the United States, highlighting how charisma and vision can mobilize communities to fight for justice. This distinction invites us to consider how the influence of revolutionary leaders complements the work of teachers, broadening our understanding of how change occurs. Who do you think has driven history forward more, teachers or leaders? Most people don't know this, but bodies can talk. When a dead body is moved, it can produce surprising sounds like moans or grunts. This happens due to the process of decomposition, where bacteria break down the body's tissues. As this occurs, gases build up inside the body. When the body is shifted, these gases are forced through the vocal cords, creating those eerie noises that can catch even the most seasoned professionals off guard. Imagine being in a quiet room only to hear what sounds like someone gasping for air. While it's a natural part of the decay process, it can still be quite unsettling for anyone who encounters it. Understanding this phenomenon can help demystify the strange sounds that sometimes accompany handling deceased individuals, reminding us of the fascinating yet sometimes eerie aspects of biology and life's cycles. Did you know Spielberg backed Animaniacs? This beloved animated series, known for its humor and clever writing, features the antics of the Warner siblings, Yakko, Wakko, and Dot. As the executive producer, Steven Spielberg played a key role in shaping the show, which debuted in 1993. He wanted a series that appealed to both children and adults, blending slapstick comedy with satirical commentary. The show's creators infused it with catchy songs and memorable characters, which helped it stand out in the crowded animation landscape. What's fascinating is how Spielberg's vision brought a unique energy to the series, allowing it to explore everything from pop culture to history in a fun way. With its success, Animaniacs became a cultural phenomenon, inviting viewers to laugh and learn simultaneously. Did you ever think a movie director could influence an animated show like this? Here's a wild fact about your brain. The myth that humans only use 10% of their brains is completely false. In reality, neuroscience shows that we utilize all parts of our brain, but not all at once. Different brain areas light up depending on the task at hand. For example, when you are solving a math problem, the areas responsible for logical reasoning and numerical processing become more active. If you're enjoying music, other regions linked to emotion and memory kick in. This means your brain is a busy hub, constantly switching between different networks to handle everything from breathing and movement to creative thinking and complex problem solving. So next time you hear someone mention the 10% myth, you can confidently share the truth. Your brain is working hard and using its entire capacity in various ways every single day. Isn't that fascinating? Believe it or not, crows can outsmart a vending machine. Recently, scientists conducted an amazing experiment to explore the intelligence of these feathered friends. They set up a vending machine that dispensed food in exchange for tokens. The crows quickly learned how to use the tokens to get delicious treats. But what happened next was even more impressive. The birds began to mimic the shape and size of the tokens needed, effectively creating their own. This behavior shows a level of problem solving that many animals, including some primates, can't achieve. It highlights the crows' remarkable ability to adapt to their surroundings and innovate solutions to get what they want. These findings not only reveal the intelligence of crows, but also spark questions about how other animals interact with their environments. What else are these clever creatures capable of? Incredible electric music from Mario Bros. Tunes. Modified Tesla coils can create a symphony of melodies that many of us recognize from our favorite video games. These fascinating devices, originally designed to generate high-voltage electricity, have been cleverly adapted to produce sounds through electrical discharges. When you see a Tesla coil in action, the brilliant arcs of electricity flicker and dance, mimicking the catchy tunes from the Mario Brothers soundtrack. This combination of technology and artistry shows how science can turn electricity into a musical medium. Imagine listening to the classic "Do-Do-Do" as you watch sparks fly in perfect rhythm. Engineers and musicians have teamed up to transform these electrical marvels into musical instruments, sparking the excitement of both science enthusiasts and gamers alike. The creativity behind this adaptation inspires us to think about the intersection of technology and art. What other creative uses of technology might we discover in the future? Here's something incredible about Karl Marx's final words. Known as the father of socialism, Karl Marx profoundly impacted political thought. But did you know he had a strong aversion to sentimentality? On his deathbed in 1883, he expressed his disdain for emotional farewells with his blunt remark, "Go away, last words are for fools who haven't said enough." This statement reveals his pragmatic and somewhat sharp-witted nature. Rather than indulging in the tearful goodbyes that many might expect, Marx preferred to dismiss the idea that one should have a final dramatic saying. This unique perspective reflects his belief in action and thought over emotion, and it challenges the notion of what a poignant farewell should be. So why did he feel this way? It seems Marx valued the importance of living fully and expressing one's thoughts throughout life instead of relying on a single somber moment. Prepare to be amazed by elephants mining for salt. In Kenya's Kedem Cave, these incredible creatures show off their remarkable adaptability by venturing into the dark to find essential nutrients. Living in a region where the soil often lacks vital minerals, elephants have discovered that breaking off salt-rich rocks helps meet their dietary needs. These intelligent giants use their powerful tusks to chip away at the stones, showcasing their problem-solving skills and strength. While inside the cave, they navigate the shadows, displaying a fearless curiosity. This unique behavior is more than just a smart way to survive. It's a fascinating reminder of how animals can adjust their habits to thrive in challenging environments. So the next time you think about elephants, remember that they aren't just wandering giants, but also skilled miners in search of salt. Isn't nature full of surprises? What if I told you Antarctica holds a treasure? This icy continent boasts an extraordinary amount of frozen water, enough to match the entire volume of the Atlantic Ocean. With 90% of the world's ice stored here, Antarctica is not just a remote, frigid place. It is crucial for our planet's climate system. The ice sheets, glaciers, and icebergs in Antarctica regulate sea levels and influence global weather patterns. When temperatures rise, this massive store of ice melts, leading to rising sea levels and affecting coastal communities around the world. Researchers constantly study the Antarctic ice to understand past climate changes, helping predict future shifts in our environment. As we face climate challenges today, how we manage and learn from Antarctica could be key to sustainability. Isn't it fascinating how a place so cold can have such a warm impact on our future? Prepare to be amazed by Poncel's digital transformation. In a captivating twist, Poncel is struck by a panic attack that leads to an extraordinary change. He becomes a small computer. This blend of fantasy and modernity represents an exciting fusion of human experience and technology. Picture this. Poncel, overwhelmed by anxiety, finds himself transformed into a device capable of processing information at lightning speed. It not only highlights the challenges of mental health, but also showcases how technology can symbolize our inner struggles. Through this narrative, readers explore the idea that technology can serve as both a coping mechanism and a storytelling device. What does it mean to hold such power within a tiny machine? As Poncel navigates his new existence, he prompts us to think about how we engage with technology in our own lives. Can we harness our digital tools to understand ourselves better? Hard to believe, but racing in the rain is wild. Imagine driving a powerful car in a tricky circuit, but instead of clear skies, you're battling through pouring rain. That's exactly what a determined driver did when he tamed his car for over 3 hours, without even using windshield wipers. As he zoomed around the track, He relied completely on his instincts and skill to navigate those final 40 laps. The rain created a slippery challenge, turning each turn into a test of agility and focus. Without the advantage of clear vision from wipers, he had to feel every curve and adjust his speed based on the road's grip. This intense experience shows the incredible relationship between a driver and their car, where instinct can sometimes mean the difference between victory and defeat. Next time you see a race, remember the courage and quick thinking it takes to race in extreme conditions like that. Here's a wild fact about audience engagement. Viewers of online content have a powerful influence on their favorite channels. When creators ask their audience to like videos and subscribe, they aren't just making polite requests, they're inviting everyone to be part of a community. This interaction not only helps boost the channel's visibility, but also creates a sense of belonging among fans. Liking a video sends a signal to the platform's algorithm that the content is valuable, increasing the chances of the video being recommended to others. Subscribers receive updates on new adventures and discoveries, ensuring they never miss out on exciting content. By clicking that like button or hitting subscribe, fans can support creators and encourage more of the content they love. So next time you watch a video, remember your engagement can make a real difference. Why not take a moment to show your support today? Heart disease often starts with a shocking sign. Surprisingly, the most common first indicator of heart disease is sudden death. This startling reality emphasizes how crucial it is for everyone to be aware of their heart health. Many people mistakenly think heart disease only presents with symptoms like chest pain or fatigue. In truth, the warning signs can be more subtle or even unrecognizable until it's too late. Regular checkups, a healthy diet, and exercise play fundamental roles in prevention. Simple lifestyle changes, such as eating more fruits and vegetables, can significantly benefit your heart. Additionally, knowing your blood pressure and cholesterol levels can serve as important markers. By learning about the risk factors and any family history of heart disease, you empower yourself to take charge of your health. Awareness truly could save your life. So whether you're 12 or 70, it's never too early or too late to take action for your heart. Are you ready to get serious about safeguarding your heart health? Hard to believe, but Monopoly started as the landlord's game. In 1904, Elizabeth Magie created a unique board game designed not just for fun, but to teach players about the negative effects of land monopolies. Unlike the familiar square shape we know today, her original version was circular, making it stand out right from the start. Magie was a strong advocate for social reform, and she believed that land should be a shared resource, not held by a select few. The game showcased how monopolies could lead to economic inequality and societal issues, sparking important conversations among players. While the modern Monopoly game has evolved, focusing on property management and competition, its roots lie in Magie's desire to educate and challenge the status quo. Can you imagine playing a game that aims to change the way you think about wealth and ownership? Is it really true that oarworms live in us? The oarworm, measuring only about 3 millimeters long, is astonishingly one of the tiniest organisms found within the human body. These minuscule creatures usually make their home in the intestines, where they can coexist with us without causing harm. Oarworms belong to a group called nematodes and play a role in helping break down food, contributing to our digestion. Most people might not ever notice their presence, as they are so small and blend into the vast ecosystem of our gut. Researchers have discovered that these tiny organisms can adapt to their host's environment, making them fascinating subjects for scientific study. While the thought of having such little guests inside us may seem strange, these creatures illustrate the incredible complexity of our bodies and the multitude of life forms they can support. Isn't nature full of surprising connections? Ever thought about why food allergies are increasing? Food allergies now affect around 1 in 13 children in the United States, which means about 8% of kids have to navigate life with potential allergic reactions. That's a significant number, especially when you consider that around 4% of adults also deal with these issues. Common culprits include peanuts, tree nuts, shellfish, milk, and eggs. It's puzzling because, despite the rise in cases, scientists still don't fully understand the reasons behind it. Some theories suggest that changes in diet, lack of early exposure to allergens, and even excessive hygiene might play a role in this increase. For families, managing food allergies can mean learning to read labels meticulously and being cautious about what children eat, especially when dining out or at school. As awareness grows, so does the need for better resources and support for those affected. With so many children living with these allergies, it raises important questions about safety, education, and how society can accommodate these conditions. Why did Elvis Presley change his hair color? It turns out that the king of rock and roll wasn't always known for his iconic black locks. In fact, Elvis was a natural blonde during his youth. Many fans are surprised to learn about this dramatic transformation. Starting in his early career, he decided to dye his hair, using a process that involved multiple steps, resulting in the striking black color that became a significant part of his persona. This change did more than just alter his appearance. It helped establish his unique style that captivated millions around the world. The intense dye routine required him to take care of his hair meticulously, ensuring it looked perfect while performing on stage. Elvis's striking looks, combined with his electrifying performances, contributed to his legendary status in music history. It's fascinating how something as simple as hair color could become so intertwined with an artist's identity, don't you think? Have you ever seen a polar bear's secret skin? Beneath that fluffy white fur lies an interesting surprise. Polar bears actually have black skin. This might sound odd, but it helps them stay warm in their icy habitats. Their fur, while looking white, is actually transparent. It reflects light, creating that snowy appearance we often associate with these magnificent creatures. The structure of each hair is hollow, allowing sunlight to bounce inside and keep heat close to their bodies. This clever adaptation not only helps polar bears blend into their snowy surroundings, making it easier for them to hunt for seals, but also provides insulation against the frigid Arctic temperatures. While they might look like cuddly teddy bears, these powerful predators are perfectly adapted to thrive in one of the most extreme environments on Earth. Next time you see a polar bear, remember that their beauty hides a fantastic secret about how nature equips them to survive. Have you heard of the self-marriage trend? Sologamy is a fascinating practice where people ceremonially marry themselves to celebrate self-love and emotional independence. Although it isn't legally recognized, sologamy is growing in popularity, especially among women in the United States and Japan. This unique ceremony allows individuals to focus on their own happiness and personal development, reinforcing the idea that self-acceptance is crucial. Participants often wear beautiful attire, exchange vows, and even make promises to nurture themselves. They might include friends and family in the festivities, turning it into a joyous occasion filled with love and support. As society shifts towards embracing mental health and self-care, sologamy stands out as a symbol of empowerment. This rising trend sparks conversations about the importance of loving oneself before seeking love from others. So, is marrying yourself the ultimate act of self-affirmation? It seems like a beautiful way to honor your journey and commitment to yourself. Here's a wild fact about the Great Green Wall. This ambitious initiative is transforming the landscape of Africa by creating an incredible 8,000-kilometer-long barrier of trees across the Sahel region. What started as a dream to combat desertification is now a reality aimed at halting the relentless march of the Sahara Desert. By planting millions of trees, this project not only seeks to stop the sand from swallowing up fertile land, but also fights against drought and enhances food security for millions of people living in these regions. The Great Green Wall is more than just a line of trees. It's a bold movement to restore ecosystems while helping local communities adapt to climate change. Picture vibrant greenery where there once was dry, barren soil. Wouldn't it be amazing to witness such a transformation in our lifetime? London is a train hub for over 70% of journeys. It's surprising, but over 70% of train trips in the UK either kick off or wrap up in London. This means that the city is not just a destination, but also a vital link for commuters, tourists, and travelers from all around. Think about it. Whether you're heading to work in the bustling financial districts, visiting world-famous attractions like the Tower of London, or exploring cozy towns in the countryside, trains make it easier than ever. London serves as a launching pad, connecting people to various destinations across the nation. With its major train stations like King's Cross and Paddington, the capital plays a crucial role in keeping people moving. So next time you hop on a train, just remember how important London is to your journey. Isn't it fascinating how one city can connect so many places? Is it really true that dirty snow melts faster? You bet! Researchers have found that snow mixed with dirt melts quicker than clean, pure snow. The reason lies in tiny particles of dirt, which are great at absorbing sunlight. When the sun shines down on a snowy landscape, these dirt particles soak up the heat and warm the surrounding snow. This leads to a faster melting process, even when the temperatures are the same. This fascinating phenomenon highlights how even small changes, like pollution or the footprints we leave behind while walking in the snow, can dramatically affect natural processes. Imagine walking through a park after a snowfall. The sections covered in dirt from shoes or pollution can turn to slush, while nearby clean patches remain solid. This melting disparity isn't just a quirky winter fact. It has bigger implications for our environments. It shows how human activities can alter nature, making us realize that our actions, even those that seem insignificant, can have a ripple effect on the world around us. Did you know Gila monsters are bright warning signs? These fascinating lizards, adorned with striking black and orange patterns, use their vibrant colors as a signal to predators. "I'm toxic." This colorful defense mechanism helps them avoid becoming a meal. Despite their slow movements, Gila monsters are not to be underestimated. They possess a remarkably strong bite that can clamp down with impressive force, making it difficult for their prey to escape. These lizards primarily hunt small mammals and birds in their desert habitats, utilizing both their venomous bite and the element of surprise to catch unsuspecting meals. The venom they produce is not only a tool for hunting, but also a means of defense against larger attackers. So while they may look beautiful, don't be fooled. These reptiles are tough survivalists in the harsh deserts of the southwestern United States. Did you know that rats can outlast camels without water? It's surprising, but these small creatures can actually survive longer without drinking. While camels are famous for their ability to go for days or even weeks without water by storing it in their bodies, rats take a different approach. These nimble little mammals can endure around 2 to 3 weeks in a dry environment, thanks to their efficient kidneys and ability to extract moisture from the food they eat. One would think giraffes are just tall and majestic, but they too can survive a surprisingly long time without water. In fact, both rats and giraffes can go for up to several weeks without sipping any water at all, relying on their unique adaptations. So next time you think about survival in the desert, remember that even the smallest animals can surprise you in their resilience.